we all had same number one team, and that is the San Francisco 49ers. Charles, why are the San Francisco 49ers your number one offense for the 2024 season?
Because Brock Purdy is their quarterback and they can still score like 33 points a game,
That's it. That'll do it for our first episode of Football 301.
you got all-world left tackle Brandon Aiyuk. He already showed up to camp. Pretty weak holdout, my guy, because
not great.
The thing is, if you're still on a rookie contract, you actually can get that money recouped back. If you're on a second deal, you get fined $50,000 per day. So, Brandon, you don't have to come to practice right now. I don't know why you're quitting already. But for the purposes of this argument, it really helps to have him in the fold. You got Trent Williams, Brandon Aiyuk, Deebo Samuel, George Kittle, Christian McCaffrey, Kyle Shanahan. We've seen this offense be good in just about every iteration since, let's call it 2019, when they had the little rough patch where Jimmy was hurt all the time before he started getting healthy again. No reason to doubt him now. I will be back, though, with some hate whenever that Brock Purdy contract gets signed. That's when I'll be back with my 49ers hate. But until then, it's too easy. Too easy for them.
That's it. I think it's a great discussion of why I hate getting into the Brock Purdy discussions, because I enjoy this offense so much. And I just don't want every conversation about the 49ers offense to devolve into where I have Brock Purdy in my quarterback rankings, because this is a number one offense. That's why it's so awesome. Matt, what are your feelings on the San Francisco 49ers, and why do you have them at your number one spot?
Yeah, I'm not going to say that I became fully Purdy-pilled by charting Brandon Aiyuk from last year, but I kind of got it for the first time in terms of why Shanahan really likes this guy running his offense. And I think this is good to have in the conjunction with the fact that Devontae Adams clearly hates Jimmy Garoppolo so much. That's been a trending topic this offseason. For watching this offense, prior to Purdy, it was just will somebody rip the hard throws that are available, open big boy throws that are available in this offense? And none of those guys, I don't care about their yards per attempt or any of that EPA, whatever. You can get a lot of expected points when you're getting your receivers obliterated over the middle, but who's gonna take the real big boy X receiver throws in this offense? And Purdy's the first guy, really, I think, in a 49ers uniform to do that, which is just part of, I think, the appreciation here from Shanahan to Purdy. So yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm a little more positive on Brock Purdy than I was 365 days ago. Really, probably even at the very end of the season, after really going back and watching a lot of those plays. But yeah, Aiyuk, I think, is just such a difference maker too. So these are Aiyuk cleared the 90th percentile in success rate versus man, zone, and press coverage last year in reception perception. These are
how else can you guard him?
the following players. This has only been happened 9 times since I've been charting receivers since 2014. So almost 500 players basically. Devontae Adams, Justin Jefferson did it twice. Stephon Diggs did it twice. Antonio Brown did it 3 times. Michael Thomas, and then now Brandon Aiyuk in 2023. So I think he is in that group of receivers. I don't think people quite still grasp that yet, just how good he is. And then obviously all these other players are extremely talented as well. So I just think, it's an offense that has everything. Embarrassment of riches.
Right. With a all-time play caller that just adds layers again to his offense. Yeah, Aiyuk. Yeah, he's not going anywhere.
He didn't even about try, Purdy.
I know. That was so funny. It was you see the betting odds. It was minus 500 49ers. It's that feels
even the
right.
Role players here are good though. Juwan Jennings is a really good role player.
Love Juwan Jennings.
I know Ricky Pearsall's on the PUP to start camp, but I thought he was a quality prospect. Charles was disgusted with the draft pick when we did our show on
I don't get
draft
it.
night.
I don't get it.
I get it. You were in a bad place then, Charles. I'm willing to forgive you for your Pearsall slander.
About 20 picks after Penix.
That
was rough.
I wasn't in a bad place then. I wasn't in a bad place.
This offense though, they still have CMC, who's awesome. They still have Deebo. They still have Kittle, banged up at the end of the year, but they still have him. I actually like the Logan Thomas signing. I like that at tight end. Sneaky good little pickup there, even though another
pride of Lynchburg, Virginia,
tight end with injury. Man, I've heard stories about him at quarterback at Valtech, and his first ever pass attempt, I think they put him in. The starter before him got hurt, so he trots in there, and everyone's like, "Oh, okay, they're going to run the ball." and he just drops back and rips like a 20-yard seam. And then they're like, okay, the starter's back. And then there's Logan Thomas just trot back off the field. But like that's like my memory of Logan Thomas at quarterback. But I like that signing. I think that makes sense for what they do. If Kittle goes down, gets hurt, he can do some things because he's so athletic and big. So I thought that was kind of like a nice little kind of sneaky signing by them. But the offensive line, they got Dominic Pooney from Kansas, some reinforcements there. I like that. A guard. Cole McKivitz is there.
He's alive.
So he's there, but but they have Trent Williams. So we'll talk about Trent Williams. So yeah, but that's always gonna be the right tackle. Like that's gonna be the thing here. And then you have Shanahan, who, I mean, you have an offense last year stacked up as literally one of the 25 best offenses since the turn of the century. Since 2002, the team went to 32 teams. They return all these weapons. They have a little bit more depth. Purdy, however you feel about him, got another year of experience. That's only going to help. So it's like, even if you think he's the 16th best guy, he's going to get better. Like it's just math. It's just like, there's going to be improvement from there. It's just too hard to come away from this offense. They found answers, even in the playoff run, they found answers. That's where Purdy's creation comes in, all these types of things. So yeah, there are number one offense for the 2024 NFL season, the San Francisco 49ers.
Can I say something?
Honorable mentions real quick.
One of the most fascinating things about this Brandon Aiyuk holdout, I will say, is like realizing that Jaden Daniels, who just got drafted into the NFL, is somehow within the same age range where he can be Brandon Ayuk's best friend, who has played in the NFL for several years at this point, because they were together at ASU at some point, which honestly kind of blew my mind the more I thought about it.
The day I graded Desmond Ridder for the first time was the day I graded Jane Daniels for the first time. Ritter's at year 3.
Ritter's been traded,
yeah. I remember that day. I watched them back to back from that class. I was trying to find, and I actually liked Daniels then. I didn't. It was like number 2 pick ever, but yeah. So that just gets to show you. But honorable mentions, we mentioned a couple. It was kind of each other ones that maybe we had bumped up there. Was any others you guys want to throw in there as kind of maybe some sneaky offense to watch this year?
The Panthers.
Matt, you have a couple? Or Charles? Oh,
no, I would say the Seahawks for an honorable mention.
Yeah, I was going to say
Seahawks. I had one. Yes, I had the Seahawks. I had the Cardinals.
Ooh, a spicy one.
But that's more frisky. Yeah, I had one spicy already. I couldn't get even spicier than that. But Cardinals. If this was a younger Nate Tice, I would have been like Cardinals top 5. But yeah, I've learned my lessons. But sneaky good offense this year. I don't think they're gonna be top 10, but I'm gonna be watching them as the Steelers.
Okay,
I just want to watch that run game. I just want to watch them beat some people up.
I feel like we have to say where are the Jets on this spectrum? I can't figure it out. I can't figure it out.
Well, last year they
made
were
my initial
32.
Cut.
Well, yeah,
so
they were very bad last year.
But like how good is Rodgers at this point to elevate? Like,
who knows?
I consider them as a potential bottom 10 offense just in this. I mean, but I still think they're the 22nd best offense by DVOA. I think that's enough for them to be like a good playoff team. But yeah, I don't know.
I would agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah. I had them kind of like my others list. Yeah. I had them Cowboys kind of others list, kind of like, all right. I just can't get around with them. Their offensive line.
Too many ifs.
Too many ifs. Yeah, I know. Other teams, too many ifs. Vikings, too many ifs.
The Vikings were a team I was kind of thinking about, like just a spicy honorable mention, but rookie quarterback, I feel like it's just too far away.
I think Chargers are a spicy.
I can't do it again.
Chargers are in there. My initial short list was 20 teams. So I just want everyone to know that. So
it's much harder to rank the bottom 10 than the top 10 if we're being honest.
Yeah. But look out for social. We'll be talking about some of those bottom teams. So yeah, just be on the lookout for that. But